Hey guys, I'm Rob. This is Little Man Cave on the Prairie, and today we are going to talk about the difference between lifted and not lifted. I get a lot of questions asking, well, what can I look forward to, or what's the, what's the differences and stuff like that. Well, I've just got the 2-inch spacer lift on the one on your left, and one on the right is stock. That's an 89. That's a 98. So this one has a 2-inch spacer lift. It has the front and rear plastics off the bumper off because that kind of makes a snow plow, especially for winter wheeling. If it's hanging down, you're going to have to push that snow or mud or whatever out of the way. So I took mine off so that things just flow under there a little bit better. But the biggest difference, I guess, now this one, like I said, 2-inch lift on 33s, wheel wells cut right out. This one completely stock with stock wheels. So the difference is that there's 8 inches between the ground and the frame, the bottom of the frame on the stock one. And really, I can't even fit underneath here. Like if I have to work on it, or like when I did that manifold and there was a bolt missing, to climb underneath it was absolutely impossible. I had to jack it up. So, 8 inches doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room, and anything that is 8 inches and over, you're going to hit or drive over, like scrape or whatever. Now, if you come over to this one's got 14 inches. So that's quite a bit of difference as far as, like, say, if you're going rocks, stumps, whatever you're driving over, it makes a big difference. So, for the $170 for the lift that I paid total, that was to my house. I spent $200 on a set of 33s secondhand and 31s. That's a big difference. This one is so much more capable than this one. Not to say that a stock tracker isn't very capable. It actually is. I was quite surprised. We have had this one out just once, but it's more of a daily driver, so you just kind of, baby it a little bit more, I guess. Like, it's great for going down, like, through deep snow and stuff like that, but we kind of keep it off the bumpy stuff, I guess we'll say. But now this one, like, I use this one for everything. Like, this is my workhorse. I go get my firewood, like you can see, like, all around here. This is where we drop it and split it and all that jazz. But, yeah, this thing is great. Like, so, $250 tracker, $170 lift, $200 tires. I think it was $25 for the camber bolts. Very cheap to really get it something that's good in all forms of traction conditions, right? Because this one will outdo. If you come over here, that is a 6.5-inch lifted Chevy on 35s. I rarely drive it anymore since I got the trackers. Actually, it's just kind of sitting back there. The tracker will outwheel this any day of the week, and we've already proved it. It's a lot lighter, right? That's a 6,000-pound vehicle, and these are not. They are quite light, quite nimble, and they fit through quad trails, and just a lot more fun vehicle. I find it's also a lot more fun to drive these than the truck. But that's just a quick blast today, guys, on what the differences are. Each to their own. There is nothing wrong with a stock tracker, though, I will say. This one, I think we're going to turn into a little bit of an overlander on 31s, but like, a stock tracker will take you through a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Just wanted to address a couple of questions that some of the guys had left on the channel. And you can like, subscribe, and all that jazz if you wouldn't mind. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take her easy.